All right, good afternoon, everybody. It is 6 p.m. We do have quorum. I'm going to go ahead and call this evening's meeting of the Board of Zoning Appeals for the City of Florence to order. First item on this evening's agenda is approval of the minutes from the previous meeting. Minutes have been submitted to members of the board in ample time for review. Are there any changes or amendments anybody wishes to make? There being none, do we have a motion to approve?
I'm on your motion to approve.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. The minutes are approved. Next item on this evening's agenda, scan up here, not too far. BZA hearing number 2025-12, request for special exception use permit to operate a large in-home child care facility. Location is 2101 Damon Drive, tax map number 01506-01-005. Owner of record is Faith Perry, applicant is Faith Perry. And this is listed as Neighborhood Conservation Zoning District 15. The board will now hear from city staff.
Good evening. This is a single-family residential house located just south of Dix Lane on Damon Drive. Here's a close-up of it, and it is zoned NC-15, as is everything around it, which is a single-family only designation. And the future land use designation for it is also neighborhood conservation, which is a residential designation. The request is to operate what's described as a large in-home daycare facility in the home, and according to the Unified Development Ordinance, a special exception use permit is required through the BZA for a large in-home child care facility. And that is defined as a residence occupied by the operator in which he or she regularly provides child care for at least 7, but no more than 12 children, unattended by a parent or legal guardian, including those children living in the home and children received for child care who are related to the resident teacher or caregiver. So home occupations are permitted, and there are 20 conditions for those. I've highlighted the ones that are most pertinent here. Home occupations shall be managed and owned by a person residing there, will not employ on site any person other than a member of the immediate family living in the structure. No traffic generated in an amount above that normally expected in a residential neighborhood. No parking needed above that required by the principal residential use. The occupation is properly licensed and generates no noise, glare, or other things perceptible to adjacent uses. The following uses are prohibited as home occupations. A commercial daycare facility is on that list. And under in-home child care, small ones are a permitted home occupation. And she does have a permit for a small in-home child care because those are permitted outright for 6 or fewer children. And then large in-home child care facilities may be permitted with the permitted special exception use permit, provided they meet all these standards and any special conditions as applied by the Board of Zoning Appeals. So the child care services are permitted if it's demonstrated the operator meets all certification, licensing, and other requirements of DSS, limited to a single-family detached dwelling, no other child care home within 1,000 feet. Signage is restricted to just a small 2-square-foot sign against the wall of the home. Employees are restricted to residents of the dwelling. Adequate precautions are taken so as not to create the undue burden on neighboring properties via traffic, parking, or noise. There's adequate space on site for temporary parking and drop-off and pickup during peak times, and the owner, well, this doesn't apply, but the owner for which there's an application has provided written consent. That's if you rent the unit. So, as I said, she has gotten the home occupation permit and just is asking for the special exception use permit. And the conditions for the criteria for approving that permit, which fall on y'all, is that it should be compatible with surrounding land uses and not materially detract from the character of the immediate area. There's no practical alternative location within 1,000 feet of the parcel, and it must provide a needed community service. And the It is contingent on the applicant to show how they would mitigate any concerns that the board would have. And here's a picture of the house where the request is for, and that concludes staff's report.
All right, thank you very much. Are there any questions for city staff from members of the board?
Have y'all posted out signs?
Yes, we had it posted, we had the public notice in the newspaper, and letters were sent to all, excuse me, all immediately adjacent neighbors.
Have y'all received any responses to those?
We've gotten a number of phone calls and emails, expressing concerns about the traffic and noise issues potential.
Was there any directly anyone against it?
Yeah, all of those were against
All
it.
of them was against it? Anyone for it?
No.
Thank you, Ms. Singley. Are there any other questions for city staff from members of the board?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead, Mr. President.
Elaine, you mentioned the children that are currently permitted by right under the home occupation provisions in this district. How many is that? Is it 6?
Up to 6.
Up to 6. And this special exception, they are asking for 7 to 12?
That's correct.
And what clearly defines, you mentioned the commercial child care. What is the definition for the commercial daycare facility?
I think the main difference would be that you would employ people that do not live in the facility.
Oh, okay. So it's not for profit as far as just employing other family or members that are not family?
Correct, people that do not live in that house. That would be the main difference.
Has there been any similar request for a large in-home child care facilities in this general area that's been approved or denied
We haven't had any requests for any,
in this general area?
or citywide.
City, okay. Well, that was the next question. Okay.
Currently, children are already in the home. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she received a permit to have the small child care facility, I think it was back in July.
Okay. And you're not familiar with how traffic is now with the flow of with the children already coming?
I'm not.
You know, okay, I asked that.
Is there any measures to actually measure the traffic currently right now or any impacts?
It
of
would
the-
just be word of mouth.
Just word of mouth? Ms. Lane, as far as if this is approved, is there any specific conditions that the city would recommend?
That would be entirely up to you all.
All right, are there any other questions for city staff from members of the board? All right, thank you very much. The board will now hear from the applicant. Is Faith Perry here? Nope. How you doing? If you don't mind, please, ma'am, step up to the podium. I'm going to swear you in. This is a quasi-legal hearing. Any appeals from here go to the circuit court, so we're going to treat this similar to a court hearing. Just state your name clearly into the microphone.
Faith Perry.
Do you promise that the testimony you're about to give is the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Pardon me. What'd you say?
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. Just tell us what you want to do.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am, yeah.
Hello, everyone. Once again, I'm Faith Perry, and I would like to have an in-home child care. Really, is my goal is to have an after-school program to be able to have 12, a maximum 12 children, and so operating between the hours of 3 to 7, and just to kind of help the children in the community, but not on a commercial size,
Sure.
but on a smaller size, and so that's pretty much what I want to do.
Okay.
And do you live in this home?
I do. I live at 2101 Damon Drive.
Okay. And let me ask you.
Go ahead, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. How is the parking and the traffic in the area now? With your child, with you already having kids?
It's great. It's normal.
Do you get any complaints about parking?
No, ma'am.
Okay, have you ever seen any complaints about the traffic coming through?
No, ma'am.
And how do we know, because you're saying you want 7 to 12 kids now, you already got up to 6 children, and the commercial, I think the only difference is not hiring someone outside of the home. Do you have adequate help if that was the case, to have someone, so we make sure you stay within the compliance?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand what I asked?
I believe you're saying if I would have help.
Yes, but would it be someone outside the family? Like, you wouldn't be paying
No,
someone outside?
I would not be bringing someone outside.
Okay.
And up to 12.
Let me elaborate on expanding.
Anything to accommodate children, you know, anything past 6 right now, currently right now, you indicated that you don't have anything to further, you know, facilitate them, but if you have more, do y'all have anything that would allow for that many children?
Like, will you have to alter your
Okay, so
living space?
let me just make sure. I won't have to alter my space, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry for that. But no, sir, I would not have to alter it because my home is big enough to be able to accommodate 12 children.
Now, what is your current, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead,
Sure.
Daniel.
What is your current, you mentioned traffic, what is your current parking, do you have a plan for the parking drop-off and pickup as far as how to facilitate, that way traffic flow is as efficient as possible?
Yes, sir.
You know? And what is that plan?
Well, my driveway is pretty long. It can possibly, if you're parked correctly, it can accommodate about, I think, between 6 to 8 vehicles. And so, when it comes down to children being picked up, parents won't pick them up all at the same time. So, with there being 12 children, we would have more than enough space to accommodate where we won't be blocking the street or
Flow of traffic.
the flow of traffic.
Now, as far as the parking, I mean, your actual driveway, do you have a half circle, or is it just as
Just a
picture,
regular.
it's just lined up? You
Just a
know,
line.
it's just so when people pull up, they might have to back up and.
Correct.
Right. Okay. How many staff members do you presently have? Family members?
Just myself.
Just you yourself?
Ms. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
There you go ahead. Do you have that question?
Yes. So you don't have to make any more alterations in your home. So you have rooms that are already set up as classrooms?
I don't have any room set up as a classroom, but the area that I do have for childcare would be, for the children would be in my garage area, and then I have a room above my garage where children are able to play and learn in.
What age range are you talking about?
From 4 up to age 12.
And if you were to get permission to have more children, how many people would you need to hire?
I wouldn't need to hire anyone.
So it'd be just yourself? caring
Yes, sir.
For up to 12?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I'm looking at the photo we have of your home. You have outside play area for your children?
Yes, ma'am. It would be in the
said-
backyard.
Okay, so you said 4 to 12. Is this an all day? Is this like during school hours?
No, ma'am. It would be operating between hours of 3 to 7.
Everything is 3 to
After-
7?
yes,
after
ma'am.
school. Okay.
Is that a swimming pool located in your backyard?
It is.
It is. Do you have sufficient barriers or anything there and playing in the backyard?
Yes, sir.
You do?
Is your backyard separated from flow of traffic?
It is.
I'm sorry, what?
Is the backyard separated from the flow of traffic?
Okay, gotcha. And then she said it was?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Perry, why do you believe that this particular why should this child care facility be located in a residential neighborhood as opposed to a commercially zoned? Why do you believe this?
I believe it's because I believe children are the future and children are joys and lights. And I feel like when you have children within a particular neighborhood, I believe it brings change to the community. And versus it being, and I want to make sure it's done on a smaller scale because you have greater impact when you do things on a smaller scale versus on a larger scale. So if I can impact between 1 to 12 children, then I feel like that's why I would like to do that.
Now, if
School program, and it's only going to be children ages 4 through 12. Do you have a teaching background or something you can help children 4 through 12 with homework and that sort of thing?
Yes, yes, ma'am, I do. I apologize, but yes, ma'am, I do have a background. I currently hold an associate's degree in early childhood education, and I'm currently enrolled in North Greenville University to receive my bachelor's degree in early childhood education, and then moving on to receive my master's in that as well. And I currently am a director at a child care, and so of a child care center. So I wanted to, and located in Zile, it's in South Carolina, and I wanted to bring.
To be heard either for or against the applicant? I know we have a clipboard that was around. If anybody wants to speak, if there's more than one or there's a whole handful, we'll go in order. Or first come, first serve.
You can bring it forward.
Yeah. No, you can just leave it up there. Typically, if there's a herd, we try to organize the herd, but I think we'll be polite tonight. But
Okay.
just
Hi.
like before, just state your name clearly.
My name is Fernando Pena. I live at 804 Cloisters Drive, just a few doors from that location.
Okay.
And
If you don't, hold on a second, if you don't mind, sir, I'm going to swear you in. This, I was just like explaining to Ms. Perry, this is a quasi-legal hearing.
Sure.
From here, it goes to appeals court if it's appealed, so we have to make sure it's official. But do you promise that the testimony you're about to give is the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Go ahead, sir.
So we missed a little bit of the meeting because we were a little bit late, but we're opposed to it. We feel that we don't want any additional traffic disturbance to the neighborhood.
Sure.
There's been a good number of accidents just 2 doors down at the entrance of Middleton Point and Damon. And that is basically 2 houses down from it. We're opposed to it. We don't want the additional traffic, the additional people from other neighborhoods coming to drop off their children. We don't oppose daycares. We just don't want it in our neighborhood.
Sure.
That's pretty much all I got.
Good.
You mentioned an accident. You said how many doors down from her?
We are the second house on Cloisters on the left. There's 3 houses before Cloisters, maybe 4 houses before Cloisters, before that address. So we're pretty close,
Okay.
very close.
And you're more so opposed to a commercial daycare versus an in-home daycare?
I'm opposed to any daycare in the residential area in our neighborhood. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm asking you said you said y'all already have a high traffic amount? that
Well, I
goes
mean,
through
it's
there?
Damon Drive. It's the highest traffic street in the neighborhood. And there's also the entrance to another neighborhood just 2 doors down from that address, which there's a good number of accidents there quite frequently.
Do you think any of those accidents had anything to do with any of the parents from the daycare itself?
I'm sorry, I couldn't
Do
understand.
you think any of those accidents could have been from the flow of traffic from her daycare itself?
Well, I don't think it's open, is it? This is just normal traffic,
Okay.
the accidents that have happened here. Right. If you have any questions, that's all I've got.
Anybody else?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.